back, everybody. Morphin Grid Vids here, and instead of doing a review, today we're actually going to talk about the Fan First Friday event that occurred only, at this point, maybe a couple hours ago. There's a lot of big things that were shown off, and although the actual Power Rangers Dino Fury television show and the opener was very cool, I'm actually going to just focus on the toy side of things, because that's what I'm more into in Power Rangers. I don't watch the shows as they air, mainly because I don't have cable, but I'm not all too interested in the media side of things. I am more interested in the physical aspect, as in the Power Ranger toys and the Lightning Collection and all that good stuff. If you've seen my reviews, you know what I'm talking about. And first and foremost, we're going to kick things off with the Lightning Collection stuff, because that's the thing that I am most interested in. And the most interesting figure of that whole thing that I'm interested in is Bridge Green SPD Ranger. Now, I've wanted a Bridge ever since they announced that they were doing Jack, the red SPD Ranger. Bridge was one of my favorite characters in that show. I think he's probably my favorite comedic relief ranger that they've ever had in Power Rangers. He looks great. I love the face scan. Looks a lot better than some of the other ones that we've been getting. And I noticed that the lady did mention that they are trying to improve that, which good on them for taking criticism and constructive feedback and kind of trying to apply that to their work. But Bridge looks great. I'm super excited to have him along Sky and Jack, and I'm super excited to get Sid here in the next wave. Also, it doesn't look like Bridge comes with a buttery hand, but I found out if you kind of turn the Morpher holding hand, put it in front of his face, you can do the same thing. Moving away from SPD and moving into space, now we have Carlos, the Black In Space Ranger. And Carlos looks great. I have Ashley, and I am super thrilled with how the In-Space Rangers look and are turning out. I've seen Andros on the shelf. I haven't picked up that Versus pack, but Carlos looks really good. I like the head sculpt on him. I don't think it's quite as good as Bridge, but it still looks great nonetheless. And I'm really loving his lunar staff and that purple effect that comes with it. I think that looks great. From In Space to Lost Galaxy, we have Kai, the Blue Ranger. I'm a big fan of Blue Rangers, so I'll probably pick him up anyways, but I really liked Kai from the few episodes of Lost Galaxy that I watched. I really love his helmet sculpt. That gorilla face just really works. And I love his claw weapon too. Like, I didn't watch a lot of In Space, so I don't know what that is, but it looks cool. And the biggest mystery of all, we have the final announcement. This was listed as like ZTH Tenga or whatever. If you follow that sort of leak stuff, like Toku Topics or whatever, I try to keep up with that. I don't think too hard about it, but we are getting a Tenga Warrior, and this thing looks painted to the nines. Now, it is Lightning Collection, so no promises that all of that paint will be there on the final product, or that it'll be applied as crisp as the product that they showed off, but at the same time, it looks really good. It looks bigger than the Rangers. It looks like a buffer, bulkier build. I love the set of wings that can kind of fold out from under the arms. I don't know what the egg thing is, and I'm not really a fan of the bland kind of lightning effect. I think that's cool for what they're trying to do, because yes, they all have to have that effect piece, but I don't remember the Tenga Warriors ever doing that like in the show or anything, so I just think it looks neat. It's definitely going to be him, and Bridge are definitely going to be my two pickups. Maybe Andros, maybe Kai. Andros, I meant Carlos. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Moving on from Lightning Collection into the actual Zords. Now, I've always liked the Ryusoulger Zord designs. I like how they're basically Lego, and I really trust John Warden when it comes to robot designs. He just finished up almost 10 years on Transformers, and that's my other really big thing, and I think he did a fantastic job with Transformers. So, moving into Power Rangers, I have really high expectations of what he's going to bring to the table, and it looks great. I like the Zord designs. And yes, all of the Zords that are not the Red Ranger seem to be just chunks of plastic. They didn't look to be articulated at all. But the Red Ranger Zord looks great. I think it looks many steps above the Red Zord that we got for Beast Morphers. I love that it has articulation. I love that you don't have to parts form everything to get it to transform. You can pop the head off, put the head back on, and maybe the tail, and call it a day. I love the combinations that you can do. I really like the idea of releasing them just like they released the basic Megazord. I think the two packs and the one solo pack is a great idea. I'm curious as to how they're going to do like the auxiliary Zords, like the power-up Zords that they mentioned. I'm curious as to how they're going to market those, if they're going to be in 2-packs or if they're going to be singles. But I also love the head idea for the Megazords. I love that you can swap the heads out and put different heads in of different Ranger keys. I love the fact that these Zords actually have posable heads, because I agree with John Warren when they said the head of the robot is the soul of the robot, and a posable head, it really helps when, you know, doing reviews or just messing with the figure in general. Like, that's one of the first things that you do when you pose it, is mess with the head. So I think this is a great idea. I think the key sound effects are a little dumb when you put them in the Morpher, especially the elastic power. That didn't sound like anything. I didn't even know elastic power was going to be a thing, so there's that, I guess. But I've seen the Morpher on shelves. I don't know if I'll pick it up. But if you are going to, these Zords come with the keys, and the keys are more incentive to buy the Morpher, I guess. And yes, just to touch on the media stuff, I know I said I wasn't going to, but yes, the theme song was good. It was not my favorite Ranger theme song. A little heavy on the auto-tune, and it kind of sounded a little too much like the Beast Morphers song in the beginning. But at the same time, I think it's a neat take on the Power Rangers theme song. I think it's a good twist, and I think it's a good addition to like the theme song archive. But that's all from me. I like the way this Fan First Friday went. I think we saw a lot of cool things. I think we could have gotten a little bit more Dino Fury news. Like, it was good to see the Rangers all posed in their uniforms without their helmets, and it was good to see the song and hear the song. But like I said, I think we could have gotten a little bit more, maybe like a clip or something where the show is so close to premiering. I think that would have sold it a little bit more. And I think the figures were great. But that's it from me, guys. Feel free to do whatever it is you guys do. And I will catch you all in the next video. And until then, I'll see you later.